If you think Batman was a good ninja, think again. If you think the bride from Kill Bill was a good ninja, you've seen nothing yet. If you think Snake Eyes is a good ninja, well, you're right. He is. Probably the best ninja ever, but still. The ninjas I'm about to tell you about are beyond. A clan of assassins that collect orphans from around the world and train them in the art of ninjutsu and the art of other things that seem supernatural but aren't, but are like at the peak of human potential in totality. And these orphans grow up to be some of the finest killers of all time. Some of the greatest killers in all of cinema. And basically, what happens when one of those students goes rogue, turns against his clan's teachings, and goes on a quest for revenge upon them. In a plot that's eerily similar to Batman Begins, except no protecting a city and all revenge and pure blood and gore. CGI blood. Before 300 Part 2 completely abused the idea of using CGI blood completely. That's what you get with Ninja Assassin. One of the most brutal, bloody, violent, badass, awesome movies of all time. One that inspired me to want to do flips in the air. Because a lot of these ninjas do that. And it looks cool. I'm still trying to learn how to do a flip in the air. When I get it, you will know about it because I'll be posting me flipping in the air quite a bit. This movie has a lot going for it. It's not the greatest movie of all time. It's pretty predictable, cliche, and it's kind of dumb and stupid at the same time. But it's brutal, violent, fun, the action's cool. That's all you need in a movie like this about assassins. But the one thing that stands out is the way the ninjas in this are adapted. Because none of the characters are like standouts. These aren't like iconic level characters. No. There's no performance that stands out like, oh, that's Oscar worthy. No. There's nothing about the music or anything that's crazy. This isn't like some Nolan shit. No. But what this does better than most movies is it makes ninjas scary. The ninjas in this are fucking terrifying. If you go into a room and there's a bunch of shadows because it's dark, any one of those shadows could be a fucking ninja that rises up. There's a scene where that even happens. Okay? These are ninjas who have peaked in every facet. They're conditioning. They're fucking doing handstand push-ups on screws. Okay? They're able to heal themselves in seconds. If they have a bunch of wounds, they can do and heal. Okay? I've seen these dudes take hits by cars in the middle of the road, get hit and flip into the air and then stand again. I've seen a car smack one of these ninjas, and he gets up and runs away. They're durable as fuck. They work within the shadows. They are the shadows. In fact, they teleport to the shadows, and we're going to get to that. So, you don't know where they are. And if it's dark, consider yourself fucked. Because if there's a shadow in a single crevice, there's a good chance that the ninja's going to rise up out of that shadow. Yeah. Diddy style. And the speed. These are fast, bro. This is as fast as ninjas should be. Ninjas should prioritize speed in their training and their fight style. That's exactly what this shows. Not only are they doing fucking crazy acrobatics and athletics, but they're fast. And then you have shadow binding, which is an interesting technique that is supernatural in every other facet. I don't know how this could not be supernatural. But our main character in his final fight against the head boss of this ninja clan, he discovers and learns the power of shadow binding, which is basically you fucking teleport and speed around them like the Flash and cut him. Yeah, that's what these ninjas do. Through the art of pushing the body past its limits. This is fucking magic, okay? I don't care what anyone says. This is supernatural. You cannot fight them in the dark. Any attempt to fight a ninja in the dark is like, I can't say the word on YouTube, but it's like, you want to off yourself at that point. If you're trying to fight one of these people in the dark. You need the light. In fact, there's an entire squad of SWAT teams that get killed off by these ninjas very easily until they start lighting shit up, putting flares on the sky so they can see around them. That's the only way you can fuck with these people, right? Now, how good are these ninjas at fighting? Well, what happens if I was to pair them up and compare them against other live-action ninja squads in cinema history, okay? Let's talk about the League of Shadows and the Batman series, okay? I'm gonna be honest, these are some of the worst ninjas I've ever seen in my life. Because you have Batman, who, let's just be honest, after Dark Knight Rises, I don't think anyone's calling Nolan's Batman the best fighter out of all the Batmans, okay? Yeah, good luck being a ninja. I understand why the fighting style is used by him specifically, but the ninjas in this couldn't even stop themselves from getting destroyed by a fire in their temple. The fuck kind of ninjas are you? You're gonna lead a raid into Gotham City and you can't even stop a fucking fire? Batman and Bane are slow as fuck. Any single ninja from the Ninja Assassin clan. And remember, the Ninja Assassin film is hyper-realistic. This is a realistic film. I understand. Nolan's film is meant to be more realistic. Bane is getting cooked because Bane is slow as shit. He's strong. If he grabs a hold of one of the ninjas, they're fucked. But all they need is one slice and he's dead. To cut his fucking mask. And don't even get me started on what would happen to Batman, right? Let's talk about the League of Assassins variant from Arrow. The Arrow CW TV show. They started out being pretty OP. The ninja assassins, the assassins from this league, right? But then as the seasons of the show kept going, they started dumbing down and making the assassins weaker. They would be losing to Felicity with an iPad. They would be losing to Laurel Lance with 5 months of training, was able to start fighting these guys off. Diggle, who's just a soldier at this point. Granted, he's a good combatant, don't get me wrong, but these are freaking League of Assassins. Not to mention their leader, Ra's al Ghul, gets killed by his own moves by Oliver, which he should have seen coming 2 miles away. Like, bro. What am I? Bro, you taught Oliver how to fight. You're getting beaten by him? I'm sorry, bro. The Ninja Assassin clan would fuck him up. Let's talk about the Hand from Daredevil. Another interesting ninja group. I'm gonna be real. The Hand is, again, one of these organizations that in the show they start off really OP. One of them was able to completely destroy Daredevil. And they move with the shadows. They can stop their heartbeats, stop from being tracked and all this stuff. They can run vast miles. They're very fast in and out. They're real ninjas. But then as they were continuously shown in the Netflix shows, in Defenders, for example, they'd start being idiots. What are these guys? They're just goons with sticks who are getting their asses whooped. There's nothing ninja about them anymore. The Ninja Assassin clan would nuke them. Okay? And let's talk about these two. Storm Shadow and Snake Eyes, two of the greatest ninjas of all time. Well, the only reason I would give it to them is because they exist in a universe. In the G.I. Joe universe, which is filled with all this tech and crazy power shit. I think they would find a way. With skill and tech that they have access to, they'd find a way to fuck up the Ninja Assassins. Alright? I would take Snake Eyes over any of the best ninjas from the Ninja Assassin clan. I just had that much level of respect for Snake Eyes. That's how I see it. But besides that, I actually think the Ninja Assassin clan could also take on some Avengers. The street level ones, like Black Widow, Hawkeye, maybe even fucking Falcon before he gets flying. And I think they could take on a lot of the Thunderbolts. Yelena, even John Walker and the Russian dude. I think they could. Dude, if they had the dark with them, they could. Because these ninjas go for the kill every single damn time, and they're very proficient at it. Now granted, Cap and Bucky, obviously Cap is used to fighting Thanos and aliens, okay? Robots and shit. These ninjas would be a walk in the park for him, but in the dark, even Cap would struggle a little bit. He'd be like, what the fuck is going on here? He'd put up a shield for dear life and just circulate and rotate it around. He'd be doing that for 2 hours, waiting for the sun to come up, and then he just fucks them all up and kills them. That's it. I think Bucky, if in his Winter Soldier era, would have fucked all these ninjas up. He's kind of soft, let's be honest. The only one in the dark who can handle him is Riddick. Richard B. Riddick. That's it. If it ain't Riddick, it ain't nobody. Besides that, the Ninja Assassin film showcases ninjas in my opinion, the best stylistic light. They go for the kill, they're chopping heads off like they're nothing. And yes, some of the CGI can be laughable at times, especially now, watching the movie from I think this came out in 2009. But the way it's just fun. It's just fun. And it has one of my favorite opening scenes of all time. My boy Han from Tokyo Drift gets fucked up in the tattoo shop. So, if you haven't seen Ninja Assassin, most of my audience probably has, but if you haven't seen it, this is how ninjas should be portrayed. If you're going to portray ninjas with ninja skill, portray them like this, Nolan. You don't need to make them do some teleportation, shadow binding shit, okay? You don't need to go that far. I'm just saying in terms of the fight style. Make it a ninja. Batman should fight like a ninja. I get it. He wants to use his head. I understand that. Why is he drunkenly throwing swings at Bane, though? I don't care if he's rusty. Fighters who come back in the octagon after 5-6 years still know how to fucking throw a jab and block. And make them fight like Ninja Assassin. That's all I'm saying. Ninja Assassin's fucking awesome. My favorite scene from the film is probably the bathroom sequence where our young Rezo, I think his name, when he's younger, he's assigned to kill this big, bald, fat dude in a bathroom. They have one of the funniest fights I've ever seen in the bathroom. They're just fucking each other up, and it's bloody and it's awesome. So that's probably my standout favorite scene from that. Plus, there's a highway sequence where ninjas are chasing each other and chasing our main character and throwing fucking shurikens at him and shit, and everyone's getting hit by cars. It's awesome. You get to see how crazy good these ninjas are. So yeah, that's Ninja Assassin. Watch it. Watch it. Alright? If you want to know why Batman from Nolan's universe sucks at fighting, you can watch the video over here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are on a mission to take over Hollywood. But the army must keep growing. If you want to suggest video topics to me, or talk about your favorite movies or favorite film theories in a community with like-minded individuals, join the Zafy Discord now. Link is in the description and the comment section as well. Join us. This movement is just beginning. We're taking over Hollywood, one coke line at a time.